So, I guess let's talk about this, right?
Let's unpack all of this.
Yeah. We're just
Cinematic.
gonna kind of talk about the session and stuff that we're doing, projects that we have upcoming, like cool little ideas that we have, like just thoughts on the old. Like, did you guys like the game? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah.
Good for
It was a good little.
story building.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's definitely not in me to do like super heavy combat stuff because there's a few dungeons in this module, and I'm gonna give Oliver his chance to go ham. And
I already did. I'm sated.
You had you've done yours.
I quenched my bloodlust.
I'm not gonna lie though, there was definitely like a moment where you were like, roll for initiative, and I was like, by himself? Like I was panicked, and then I was like, wait a minute, it's Oliver. But I was like, oh no.
I guess, how do you guys feel like your characters like are developing in this story? Do you feel like the idea that you originally had for them is playing well into like what you have, or is this taking them in directions that you didn't expect them to go?
I think for Zarin, it's definitely exactly what I want because it's making him choose between his old life and the new life he's looking for. But he's so stuck, literally, between the pack,
Yeah.
the deal, and actually being in Baldur's Gate and having his network, that he's still stuck in that. But he just needs to
Yeah.
first.
Oh, hang on. Dom's mic isn't on? Oh, shoot.
No, that was so beautiful. Okay, go again.
Yeah, go again.
I really love
Post.
the progress
We'll
for
fix
Zarin
that
so
in
far
post.
because originally I wanted him to come from his background, like just from the underground, and really have to make good decisions and have reasons to. Especially after stealing the Luckstone and seeing Timora, he kind of brushed it off, but now he really realizes what he's playing with and that he does have to do the good thing this time.
That's cool. Like, so I guess one thing I wanted to ask is like, how does Zarin view the rest of the party? I mean, you're like the only like actual person who has lived in Baldur's Gate before this point. So, like, how do you view all these, like, for lack of a better term, immigrants that you've come to like know over the past few months?
I mean, I don't really see them different from any other people other than the fact that they've actually been there. We've just been together and we have ties because of the deals we have, because of all this work that we're working on. It's nice for Zarin because he feels like he's doing something rather than just slinging deals, pushing money around and finding people, but he's actually doing something of service.
Gotcha.
So it's nice to have other people. Like, well, I think he sees them as good people because they're the ones that really brought up these opportunities.
So Zarin does value good things.
Yeah, he just doesn't really know it too well yet.
Gotcha. I mean, that's kind of back into, and we don't want to do like spoiler stuff in case this comes up later on, but like, your family's not the best people, and your role models probably weren't the best, growing up.
Yeah, and these people, especially, like, I would say especially Merritt, are showing him what good can look like.
Yeah. Merritt being the the only lawful good character in the party.
I tell you, it's hard. It's really hard because, like, earlier I made a joke of like, just break all the windows, because I'm a chaotic person. But I will say, because you were talking about like how our character's going, it's very interesting because like this, I like usually just play one shots.
Yeah.
And with like one shots, it kind of feels like I only have so much time. I have to get all of this character out. There's just a story inside of me, and like it really, and it really feels like I gotta pump these brakes because it's like I'm gonna use the PG rating version of this. I don't wanna burn through it all.
Sure.
Yeah.
And that's like something that like as a player I'm like constantly trying to remind myself. It's like you don't need to just pull your sleeves up and show your heart. Like you can pace it out.
Oh yeah.
But it just, because I gave you a secret, because there's stuff that I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I naturally want to burn through it because I want to know.
Oh yeah. So when you have that interaction with Rhea in the Blade and Stars, like you see this like kind of teenager version of like kind of like down the same sort of path. Like this is pre-kicked out of the church Merritt almost.
Oh, it really is. It's like this is what I am. This is what I do. Like.
So like when Rhea was like, your friends all have evil weapons. Like Where were you at as a player or a character during that?
Well, later on, there was a point where they were walking around, and she was like, "Why are you with all these bad people?" And Merritt's like, "I'm not, bad is relative. Like, I'm not good either." But I think that's very much how she sees it.
Yeah.
But like, she definitely is kind of like looking at her and be like, "Oh, honey, like, it's not as easy," especially from Alterel, which you've said is like complete opposite of Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
Like, totally a city of like upright justice. It's a culture shock. It's a culture shock.
Yeah.
And so she's kind of like, "It's okay. I'll take care of you. We'll get through this together." Merritt has no idea what she's doing, but they'll figure it out together.
It's true.
Yeah.
Speaking of the characters and the items, you fulfilled your contract.
I did.
You did it finally, and you tried to like take a little bit more right at the end there.
So the thing is, she's smart,
Yeah.
and she's not going to do something that's going to fuck her over.
Sure.
As soon as she held that stone, she was like, "I'm fucking with the goddess."
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So she was trying to make a play, but she already signed the contract. She knows there's not much she can do.
You can default on it. You can just look. This is how tieflings are made. All three of you are gonna have tiefling children if you get to that point. I mean,
That's true as fuck.
that's gonna happen later down the line.
Well, I mean,
So what you're saying is I can play
Yeah.
my
between
child
me
after
and
this?
it's me and you. We know a thing.
Yeah,
so,
we know a thing.
Yeah.
Whoa. Secrets?
Yeah, we went deep seated with a lot of stuff.
There's
so
secrets.
So what was the heist like? Because I was busy like doing stuff over here. You two were like.
We had planned a lot. We were trying to stay off mic so we weren't like sound polluting
Okay.
the stream, but we were like scribbling a lot of notes to each other about different
What are these
options we
notes?
had.
I kept like looking over, and there was like literal battle plans. It was so
my
funny.
God.
This over
Yeah.
here.
Just this whiskey.
There's a whole
Book it.
map. Indiana Jones. Yeah. We were talking about like counterweights.
Oh my
and-
gosh.
Your notes are better than mine.
Oh, what?
What? Oh my God.
What is that?
Just he's writing lines. I'm mad because like
What does it say?
Let me.
Can I please
What do
see
you
that?
think it says?
I write like actual notes, detailed, like, and I doodle. But
You have
it's
a
just
problem,
upsetting.
sir.
I know.
But I think, I don't know. My problem with Rowan now is she fulfilled her contract
Yeah.
and she has a place to learn magic.
Oh yeah. You've gotten everything you want.
For me now, it's like, what is there keeping her with this group? There is nothing in her mind tying her to them anymore. She fulfilled her bargain. She's out.
We still have this other job to finish, though.
The flaming fist stuff.
And we're such good company. The kids love
I
us.
gave you half of my share. We're friends.
Hey, listen. She's never really had that, though.
Yeah.
She's never really had deep, meaningful relationships other than her mom, who is gone. So it's hard for her to like
Look at us where
trust
you're-
people
where
and
you're
lean
dad
on
now.
people. She's like, okay, I gotta do what I gotta do to get what I need, and that's it. She takes care of herself. So
Very
like,
much
she
so.
appreciated Merritt's gesture, but she doesn't know how to voice that. You know what I mean? So she's gonna be spending a little time in isolation, I think, just learning things, trying to do what she can. Something will probably nudge her at some point and go, hey, you had this whole plan to like go be a maid in this house and like
Sure.
do that. At some point she's gonna run out of money too.
Yeah, and
So-
resources. Also, like, I mean, what do you think of Imberlin Schoon? That guy's on the up and up, right?
I love him.
Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad.
Because that's exactly what she needs, is this mentor. It felt very much like I don't trust any of these people studying under me, but sure, you can study under me too, and that's all she really needs is the house to go to, learn some stuff, and dip out. She doesn't need a family. She's
Gotcha.
had that, and she's lost that. She doesn't need any more attachments. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Well, okay, really quick. This is like player stuff. He's he works for the four dudes.
Yes.
We need to exploit that.
Yes. That definitely caught my interest as well.
Good, good,
And
good.
Rowan's, not just mine as a player, but
Yeah.
I think being becoming closer to him and studying under him might give her the leverage that she needs to get the job done. And she doesn't do things unless she feels like she has all the cards.
Gotcha.
She didn't do this until she had that spell because she wants to be in control. She wants to have all the cards and know that she's going to succeed before she gambles anything. So getting a little more information from him is probably going to be very useful for her in the long run.
Yeah.
Virgo.
Yeah.
Speaking of goals, Adam, Oliver got a name on his sword. It's the very first thing that happened in this game. We had a conversation about like who it could have been a while back. We won't say anything about that because we're
He
like,
wanted me to kill the kid.
listen,
Alec?
Yeah.
I was gonna put Alex's name on that sword,
Yeah.
but I thought,
been your name on
what
that
would
sword.
Liv's face look like if
Listen,
it breaks?
I'd have
Production, go ahead and look at Liv's
What
face.
does her face look like
Because-
now?
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Look at that.
Oh my god. No.
It would have ripped this group apart, I realized.
It's
So I
okay.
decided,
I would have got him
no, I'll
so
go.
drunk
I'll
and he would
edge
not
him
have known.
there. You know, that's the whole point. Like you start off with someone who's really not great. We did that with the guy who originally had you investigate the Mandocry mansion. Like he wasn't up to any good. And then you have this Edvar Needle guy who, he's not a terrible dude. And you were right there, man. Like right at the. We should have ran it for another 5 minutes. I just wanted to see
I
you.
literally
would've
would have been
murdered him.
5 more minutes. I had it what I was gonna do, so.
All right.
But it's okay. I won't forget.
Don't worry. We'll open on you for the next
If
one.
if you kill Alec, I am making a new character.
Hey, don't put that evil on me. There's the guy right there.
Listen, I've been innocent in all of this. I just
Listen,
presented the
he wanted
opportunity
me
to
to
be
kill a
evil.
child.
Are you joking?
Listen,
Oh, you're a joke. A joke and a half.
little.
Listen, Brad, did you want me to do that because you knew I'd do it, or just because you don't like the kid?
He wanted,
I knew you would do it.
Yeah,
He
you're
knew
right.
you would do it, and he wanted to like torture us/me.
It's okay.
I figured,
you
look-
had to come up with like 5 more lantern kids.
And I would have loved every single one of them. I just love kids.
I actually thought, and I'm going to tell you this right now as part of this, but Garmalt's House of Mastery. So periodically through like playing with Adam, he's always done things that have thrown me because he's learned from 3.5 a little bit. Like, can I bull rush a guy? Can I disarm him? Can I go ahead and rip this dude's arm off and beat him with it again?
2 for 2.
He's got the move. He's got the one move. Or you see like people who are like pushing through defenses or learning how to block better. And I figured if wizards can make new spells, or like then fighters should be able to find new ways of fighting. And I'm going to tell you right now, Garmalt's House of Mastery might be a place where you might be able to learn certain tactics of your own interest. Much like the ways that wizards... I talked to Allison about this. I'm like, hey, for like your thesis for graduating out of wizard school, you'll probably have to make your own spell. Think about what that's going to end up looking like. And I kind of seeded that there. And in the same way, if you wanted to learn how to do a specific maneuver, like bull rushing past someone's defenses to get them prone, then you might be able to learn that at Garmalt's House of Mastery. Now, and obviously, it doesn't sound as cool as like, don't I just run really hard at him and tackle him? Well,
See, the thing is, Oliver's not going to do that. He is a trained soldier. He doesn't care.
No.
He saw that and was like, good. And then he went about to go find his target.
But you could originate
I could
Oliver's disarming slap, where you literally rip an arm off of a person and beat the shit out of them. Oliver's disarming slap.
They're going to lose so many students.
they're going to have to automate a lot of automatons.
Yeah.
Yeah, learn how to do that. You have to go into Gauns. I try to really demonstrate all the things that are like in Baldur's Gate. Is there any like are there
The
any
fireworks stand. I'm disappointed I didn't know the fireworks stand.
We got you a sparkler.
That
you got
sparkler,
them a bunch of
that
sparklers.
sparkler isn't going to help my plan now. If I could have had that before I'm taking him home, my plan would have even gone better. But now I have to improvise, and Brad hates it when I improvise.
I don't say that. Well, no. D&D is about choice. You should be able to do what you
Hey,
want to
Brad,
do.
remember that time I disrupted the space-time continuum with
I
an
forgot
Act
about
20?
that. Hey, I made it work, didn't I? I
Yeah.
pivoted and made it work.
You like Dez, right?
Yes, and.
I did, yeah. That's exactly what D&D is. It's a big old game of yes and. Yeah, there's no way you would have passed by the fireworks stand. It's on the other side of town.
Damn.
Sorry, man.
Okay.
Oh, well.
We'll know for next time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, it exists, and once they show you the sparklers, you'll know where to like to go and get it. So
You're gonna be so happy.
Oh, you're gonna be like one of us making magic with your hands.
Oh, look, I can write my name.
I wrote my name.
goodness gracious, my. I think we gotta wrap this all up here in a bit, but do you guys have any like closing questions or closing comments about tonight's session?
How about you? Do you have any questions for us?
What would you like to see happen while you remain in Baldur's Gate?
Oh shit, I didn't think you'd actually answer.
Of
Yeah.
course I'm gonna answer.
Guess what?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
I hate
What
you
would you
so
like to see
fucking
happen
much.
next in Baldur's Gate?
Upheaval. complete
Definitely me
city chaos.
finishing, yeah.
You want what?
I said upheaval, complete city chaos.
You just gonna
God.
throw over the
He wants to
everything.
purge.
the duchy?
We sit down at the next session. We look at Bradley. We're going to overthrow this government. We decided as a group that
Somebody else is trying to do it. We're gonna do it first.
We're gonna
Yeah.
plot. They're already plotting against each other. We just let them destroy each other.
There's 4 of us. There's 4 dukes.
You're just
Let's
basically
go,
launching
baby.
the purge.
There are
like,
3
is that-
dukes. Older Ravengard is gone.
Empty spot.
You're gonna like come around the corner
Sorry,
to like
that's
Oliver
the
butchering
chaotic
somebody, and you're like,
brain, I'm
oh,
sorry.
the purge. And he's, what? Like,
The guy
Who is this bird? Yo, who is this bird? Who is this bird? Is this bird my dad? Those are the questions that I'm asking.
why would your dad talk to me?
I don't know. I don't know my dad, so it's fine.
True. Oh gosh, Merritt,
Is this bird my dad?
Are you my dad?
when we label the video something, that's what it's gonna be labeled. Is this bird my
Is
dad?
this bird my dad?
The D&D after hour show. Well, we already have a thing.
No,
so
it's
D&D
it's,
after dawn.
what is it? Our last night's leftovers.
you know,
That's
there-
the end
there's
of
a-
our-
there's
that's
a
the end
work
of our
in
highlight
progress
show.
for
It's
that,
last
so-
night's leftovers.
last night.
Last night's leftover,
Okay,
and then
so
we
yeah.
D&D after or yeah, it was after hours, wasn't it?
Yeah, after hours was the
The more
the super unrated one. That
Yeah.
right. Are they telling me to cut it? Hang on a second. Where's Noah? Is he back there?
Is he-
Noah, you get on over here. I need you for a
What's our
second.
group name?
Make your way on over.
What is our party name?
Oh yeah, that's a good question too.
slappy.
Slappy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
You're the only one that slaps.
Slap
With
me.
other people's hands.
Slaps and spells.
Slaps and spells. There we go.
Alrighty, cool. There's no way that you can. So you got to talk close to me in order to be heard, right?
Yes.
Oh gosh.
Oh, look how intimate it is.
How close do you want me to get?
As close as you need and not an inch closer.
How's this? You get a picture?
Thank you. This is Noah. Noah is part of Corporate Streams. He makes this whole thing happen. He's the technical producer. I'd like to go ahead and do a shout out to my wife as well, but she's also behind the camera there.
Hiding. Justin's got a good camera though.
Yeah.
Natural 20 wife.
We thought about not Noah, my wife. My wife is the natural 20 wife.
That's what I'm saying. Your wife.
Noah, you make all this stuff happen. What is your favorite part about running this whole thing with me?
Ooh. I think my favorite part is just learning every time something new. Something goes wrong, you have to troubleshoot something.
It's weird because his mustache is tickling him.
This is so deeply uncomfortable.
I'm literally watching it on the screen. I'm so entertained.
It's pretty great,
I
right?
don't know whether to blush or to go along with it.
Do not meme this. Do not put a heart around this and say best friends forever. Don't do that. No.
Everybody knows what the thumbnail will be.
Oh,
Literally, that's what I was just thinking.
Yay.
Did I answer your question?
I think so.
Okay.
No, that's D&D after hours.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
that's an
no.
after-hour sketch happening
Oh
right
no.
there.
Thank you, Noah. You can.
Goodbye, Noah.
Would that be
We
a performance
appreciate you.
check? Or is it?
Also,
It'd be- I mean, we already went over this. Oh no, you weren't there.
I
There's
was there.
performance, or athletics.
Sleight of hand?
Acrobatics.
What about sleight of hand?
Wait, what are we talking about?
There we go. Performing intercourse in D&D.
oh yeah.
It's a constitution check.
I've done it one time.
No, that's if you get a VD or not.
Stop it. Stop. Okay, I'm done. I'm over this.
Oh my
Everybody,
gosh.
let's go home.
Alrighty. Thank you everyone for watching the show. We'll be back on December 16th, that Monday.
December 16th, 3 days before my birthday.
Yeah. And for her birthday, I'm gonna get her dad. No, I'm not.
My dad? No, it's fine.
There will definitely be more of that crow though. Oh.
I also don't know if my dad is important. I just like making that joke.
Oh yeah, sure.
I don't know shit. I don't know anything.
I will give nothing away. Let's go ahead and close this up. Bye everyone. Bye, internet.
Bye.